What up, guys? Matt Gilbert here. Just doing a little bit of lounging, and I thought that I would talk about something because it just came to mind, and I see it every day, and it just kind of annoys me a little bit. It doesn't cause me to lose sleep at night or anything, but this is one of those little pet peeves of mine, and I want to hopefully clarify things for you to I don't know, just maybe clear your mind a little bit, or to make you stop putting so much pressure on yourself for doing the right thing. So what I'm talking about is social media in general, but more so Instagram. I follow a lot of fitness people, and even, through following them, on my news feed or my whatever, like the feed that comes up, when you're not following people, but they just sort of pop up because of the people that you follow. I see a lot of people who post things about being real versus being fake on Instagram. What I mean by that is you'll see a lot of fitness people who have like a before and after picture, or they have a pose where they're relaxing, and then they have a pose where they're flexing, and they're like, I don't want to give you guys a bad body image of, what you should look like, blah, 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 blah. I think that's like the cool thing to do now is to like show the people that you're being real, or you're being as real as you can by, showing, hey, this is what I actually look like if I'm not flexing. But I don't know, the way I think about it is like, well, your niche on Instagram is already fitness. So why do you have to prove to people that, you don't look as good as your pictures? And I think for the general audience, I think most people understand that, look, this is Instagram. Like, you're not going to post. I mean, again, Instagram is so big that you have so many people on there that don't really care about gaining a following. I mean, to be honest with you, I only have like 300 followers on Instagram. So I'm definitely trying to up that. And, if it's for the wrong reasons, for the wrong reasons. But especially if I build a brand, I want to get more followers. If I want to keep, building my YouTube, I want to get more followers. My point here is that if you're already involved in some sort of niche, say fitness, for example, I just don't feel the need to, for you to post pictures that, kind of show you, oh, this is how I am in real life. I think that, nowadays, it's almost counterproductive in a way that some of these people say, well, I want to prove to people that I'm real. I almost feel like it's less genuine once you start, trying to have like something to prove, I think it's like the cool thing to do, like I said earlier, and I just feel like you don't need to do that. Now, again, I don't really give a shit what you do, and that kind of brings me to my second thing, is that I hear a lot of people say things like, you're getting into Instagram for the wrong reasons, or, I hear a lot of girls will actually talk badly about other girls who are on Instagram, like Instagram models who have, I would say, over 50,000 followers. And you often hear girls say like, oh, well, like she only makes money because she's pretty or whatever. And to me, what I see is somebody who has seized an opportunity. They've taken this opportunity to display themselves on Instagram, to get noticed, to me, it's a form of entrepreneurship. To me, it's hustle. To me, it's because look, these girls that have 100,000 followers, or even guys for that matter, it doesn't have to. You don't have to break it down into a gender thing. Anybody who is not a celebrity, who has made it on Instagram, to have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500,000 followers on Instagram, they had to start somewhere. Even if they did, they had a famous photographer take their picture and that's how they got noticed. They still had to get noticed somehow, right? Using hashtags, using this and that and everything to get noticed. And yeah, sure, it helps that they're good looking, but the thing is that why should anybody else care? That to me that is taking advantage of 2017, which pretty much the internet is ruling our lives, right? To me, that's a form of them creating their own business. And what you'll see a lot of these Instagram models or influencers in general is that they'll often get recognition, see that they're getting recognition, and take advantage of that by either starting a brand, starting a clothing company, whatever it is, which is kind of my goal. So I think the biggest takeaway here is, I know this is kind of all over the place because I have two different kind of topics that sort of don't really go with one another. But I think my biggest thing here is number one, I guess to me the whole fake versus real thing and then posting about it on Instagram, to me that's actually, you're trying to be real, but you're actually kind of coming off as the opposite. And then to build on my other the other topic that I was talking about in terms of saying, so and so didn't earn this, that it was just because of their looks. I would say instead of being jealous or being hateful about somebody because they made it on Instagram, my biggest piece of advice would be to look at what they did. Try to copy that shit. Instead of hating on it, why don't you go do it? Instead of complaining about your 9-to-5 job Monday through Friday, which, again, no offense, but instead of complaining about that and saying, I fucking hate my life, and then you're going to make fun of, so-and-so because they have 200,000 followers on Instagram and they sold out and they only made it because they're pretty. I think it's bullshit, man. And again, I sort of want to try this out, but I think that anybody can, go to a professional photographer, get some really cool shots, dress well, if you have a good physique, show off your physique, and I think just hashtag the hell out of it, go talk to other people on Instagram, message people, whatever, DM people. And I don't really think it's that hard to get noticed. Anyway, it's kind of a side note, I guess. But that's kind of my Instagram rant for the day. I know it doesn't really have anything to do with what I've been talking about. But I think it does kind of have to do a little bit with fitness. Because that's where I see it a lot. So anyways, I hope this was entertaining, I guess, at the least. I don't know if it gave you any insight or helped you at all. But if it did, comment, subscribe. Just thought it'd be kind of cool. Put up a little different video in a different area where I'm just kind of being casual and chilling, being real with you guys. So anyways, hope you liked the video and I'll have something for you soon. Peace.